Hey guys, welcome to another multiplayer video. If you saw my DDO video, you saw my big mistake with switching from backhand, forehand, and not making that change. It turns out on CL17, the default aim is actually different between the 2022 layout and the 2024 layout. That said, I am changing my default to always be backhand now. So now if there's not a change, it is always going to be my fault. And it's never going to be because the default is different between layouts or something got switched up on the development side. 100% on me. So come with me now as I do this learning curve for a lot of holes where now I'm probably going to make the mistake a bit more early on and getting things going and switching up, choosing the wrong throw and getting the learning curve of always checking. But hopefully this can reset for me and I'm checking every time. See if we can get an opponent here. I'm going to pause and come back when we have somebody to play here. Alright, we got a match with Hyzerdrip. Starting out on Pioneer Bay, 5, 9, and 6. Nokia is always fun, and then ending with Enso. Enso 2, it feels like it should be an eagle for me, but it's what I've been messing up a lot. So let's see if I can get a stroke early and not have to worry too much on Enso 2. I'm going to switch to forehand here because I am switching and checking every time. See accurate harp down to the left here and give it a straight pullback to fade off towards this basket. And okay, snug up here. Hyzerdrip is in. It can hear his chains. Kind of recently discovered the sound effects in this game, which is kind of fun. I think having the sound effects on adds a little bit. I turned off the ambience, like hearing the birds and all the owls hooting really wasn't as fun for me, but hearing the chains and the disc take off adds a little bit to it. Hole 9 is the Glide Sapphire, but the middle chevron, point at this rock down here, and give it about a 2/3 pullback. A little bit of Anheuser. Ideally, this is getting right below this tree, and through there to get out into this opening. Caught the tree a little bit, but it ends up in a good spot. Nonetheless, should be able to get up this 245, add 300 feet to 345. So that's the accurate roll sapphire for me. That's a bit short. Oh, stay. Please stay. Thankfully, those stairs aren't a slip and slide anymore, but 47 feet uphill. Let's aim that up a little bit and get the putt in. I thought that was at 100 feet for that throw. Maybe I got out a little more than that, or yeah, I think that probably maybe adding like 125 would be the better bet there. Hole 6, thanks Aaron Christensen for telling me it is about a full disc of Anheuser. Oh, I still didn't do it enough, but thankfully missed that tree. So I'm going to be out for a potential throw-in. Might be a little risky based on the backdrop or background of it. I think this is okay to go 245. Let's see, it's a little bit past the second Wi-Fi band. Let's see if it can get that. Come on back. Come on back. Well, it looks like I had the power right, but the aim was certainly not right for getting that throw in. We're here safe still for the birdie. Getting that in. Down 3 through 3. Tied up with Hyzerdrip after 3. We do have Enzo at the end, so it's a matter of preserving and trying to keep it at least even until we get to that point. Ooh, I really want to go roller here, but that wind pushing me up is just, that's terrifying. Am I even going to go Paradigm? I think I just got to take my smart play with the Sapphire. Get the Sapphire up there. Miss that tree, and I'm at least in a good position to be able to save this. This is pretty far down there. Maybe I'm not in a great position. I actually haven't thrown the layup there in a while because I've been running this for fun, and now I'm a bit out of position. Let's get the Warship up there. Probably catch some trees and slow down. But I'm not worried about it getting some trees because I threw it with way too much power. Kind of glad it did get some trees. Hyzerdrip had a decent bit at the basket there, but ultimately he is also taking his birdie. Oh, I haven't messed up switching backhand forehand yet, so that's been nice. Maybe backhand default is going to be the way to go. On Nokia 1, it is backhand for me, the accurate wind musket. I slide left, aim at this pair of trees, and go about 2/3 power there. On the pullback, fades before those trees, and slides up right over near this basket. This is certainly one where an explorer or pioneer, something shorter than the musket, is probably the better disc for it for full power. But that 2/3 power I think works really well, and it's easily adjustable for the accurate windbreak musket. So I get the ground play sliding up by the basket. Okay, forehand, accurate roll sapphire. I'm going to accurate roll. That wind can certainly push me deep past the basket if I were to go accurate glide. So the roll is going to check up. And yes, certainly if the roll has ended up here, the glide would have been going the way Hyzerdrip is going right now. But looks like he may have got back in. I definitely checked up early the way the follow flight changed. I don't know if he got lucky there or it was just a perfect shot. Looks like he might have been right next to the basket. But I definitely see that glide skipping long with the wind pushing behind it. Here's Enzo where it all comes down. This is a tough wind. I gotta go for it because the wind is gonna be pushing me there, but certainly not a great easy shot for me. I'm gonna go a little over a disc of Anheuser and hopefully hit something. Hit something. Hit the rocks. Don't skip over. Okay, good. Dead skip got me. Hyzerdrip's there. He's going to be a tap-in eagle. So I'm going down a stroke, but anything can happen on Enzo. Oh, maybe not a tap-in eagle. The follow fly was off on him. Again there. You got the par, so we're already getting a stroke on him there. Thankfully, that did work out. That is a really tough wind to work on with this hole. If you can get the line right, the wind is going to push you right up next to the basket. But if you get it wrong, well, you saw what can happen. I'm going to take this backhand with the glide water skip. Thank you, MM93, for this line. Throw it out there. The one tree to miss, and we do miss it. And this hillside usually pushes us pretty nicely towards the basket, as long as these reeds aren't in the way, which they might be. Yeah, those reeds are rough. Well, I don't really have a look at that basket, and I got lucky that Hyzerdrip threw a little bit short there. So I'm going to, lay up for that birdie. Thankfully, that was actually a layup instead of going far. Maybe I should have thought about throwing the harp down there instead. All right, one stroke going to Enzo 2. That means I've got to run at the eagle on this. Ideally, this line works out like it usually does for me, but lately I've been really missing this of aim here. Well, it's been missing right, so let me just take my normal and let that wind push it for me. Yep, that wind is correcting my typical miss of going too far out to the right. And the paradigm shapes this shot perfectly when you hit it. Right up by the basket, 62. So I'll throw with 62 because uphill, but with a little bit of wind. I'm second guessing myself, going closer to 70 now, which I did need to do. Taking that eagle to lock it in. Hyzerdrip's going to finish it out with, he's trying his drive again. I get that, trying to try something new after a mistake and kind of know you're already out of it. You want to figure it out. Here's up here by the basket to lock this in, and we'll see you at the end here. All right, pause for a bit. Hyzerdrip did finally make it from the drop zone, and we got taking the lead, kind of a command lead there because of that last hole debacle, but we do take it at the end. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay bogey free.